the prosperity gospel has just gone off the rails. And it's not just because the prosperity gospel has gone off the rails that now when you come away from it, means that everyone has to be poor. I don't believe every Christian has to be poor. That's not scriptural either. You have to find yourself in the middle where the scripture actually sits, which is you could be rich as a Christian, you can be poor as a Christian, you can be average as a Christian in regards to monetary value. Okay, rich, poor, or just average. It doesn't matter. The fact that what matters is that you believe in God, and that is what's most important. Now, this is another layer to this which gets really significant. Okay, and this is something I've talked to my wife about. This is something I've thought about myself, and this is when you get to the point of you're asking God for blessing. God bless me financially, but you're asking for God in one way. God bless me financially, but in the other way, you're throwing your money away. Okay, let me give you a key scripture. This was a key scripture that really impacted me many years ago. I don't think about it all the time. Okay, it's in the book of Haggai. Okay, the prophet, one of the minor prophets, and you may not know where that is. This is in the Old Testament. You can see it on screen, but we've just started a minor prophet series. We released the first video in that just to get people encouraged. It's Jesus in the minor prophets. I'll make sure I link down that below in the description box, because we're encouraging people to read these minor prophets, so to speak, the smaller prophetical books in the Old Testament, because they're so powerful. So look at this. This is from Haggai chapter 1 from about 5, and look what he says. This is God speaking. Now therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. So think about what you're doing. Think about what you do. 6, ye have sown much. Sown, you send it out, but what happens? But you brought in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye not filled with drink. Ye clothe yourself, okay? Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages into a bag with holes. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. So he starts it and he ends this point by think about the things you are doing. And the reason I wanted to highlight this in the context of what we're talking about now is because people are, God bless me financially, bless me financially. But in this, you're throwing everything away in this way. So you praying to God saying, God bless me, God bless me, God bless me. But you're wasting your money on loads of different things here. It doesn't make any sense. Why would God continue to bless you even more if you're actually throwing things away? You may say, oh, this is the Old Testament. This is a valuable lesson in the Old Testament. Let me give you a New Testament scripture. This is Matthew 25. Let's just read from 28 and see what it says. Look, it says, this is Jesus in a parable. It says, take therefore the talent from him and give unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. Some people may look at this and say, oh, this is right up the prosperity gospel's alley. But think about this. Jesus used this parable to say, look, we give out to people. These people are faithful with what they have. These people aren't faithful. And when I come back, the person that has been faithful, we're going to take from the person that isn't faithful and give it to the person that was faithful. And the person that wasn't faithful, we're taking away from him. Okay? So we've seen in Haggai, we've seen in Matthew the same concept. Don't just be wasting the gifts, the talents you actually have, because why would God give you even more? Okay? But the people that are actually utilizing their things, God will give them more. And that's what you need to understand. So this is something the Lord dealt with me a long time ago. And I'm not saying I got this perfect from that time, but God was basically saying to me, look, you want me to bless you financially and you want me to do all of these things for you, but the things that you have, you're not utilizing, you're not maximizing them. And this is why another one of my favorite scriptures, I believe it's Luke 16 verse 11 to 12, where it's basically saying, he who's faithful with little will be faithful with much, and he who's unjust in the least is unjust also with much. Okay, so I always try and have this philosophy that, look, I'll take the little I have and use it to my best capabilities. I'll try my hardest to use it to my best capabilities, and knowing that if I'm faithful in this little, okay, God will give me much more and allow me to manage much more.